Hi, this is John from BIO225, and we're going to do experiment 2 of the aseptic technique and culturing. It's going to be exercise 2, isolating individual colonies. Today is May 12th at 2:38 p.m. I've got all my necessary equipment and supplies. I have my alcohol with my 3 inoculation tubes that are sitting in it. I got my 3 cultures that have been incubating for the last 48 hours. I've got the E. epidermidis. I've got the S. Was it the S? Cerevisiae, and I've got the E. coli. I've also went and poured 3 agar plates. I had 4, but one of them I'll use for a future experiment. But you can see that the 3 plates are each labeled with the particular culture, and they're all prepped and ready to go. I probably prepped them, I'd say about 2 to 3 hours ago, and I've let them cool since while I did other assignments. I've got my candle ready. I've got my match ready, and then we're just going to take this time, this 45 minutes, and we're going to place the culture on each of the plates and then let them sit for another 48 hours. Alright, so let us begin. Alright. So forgive me when you kind of see me look away, and I move from one look away because I'm going to be looking at my computer and reading the instructions. I don't want to. I want to make sure that this is done accurately, so I don't skew any of my results. So I gathered all the materials. I washed my hands. I put the gloves on, the apron, mask. I wiped down my surface area with a 10% bleach solution. I went ahead and went to the store and bought some. I didn't know if those the Clorox wipes would actually do the trick, so I went and got some 10% bleach. I got my alcohol. I labeled each of my permanent markers with all my plates. I put the corresponding nutrient block near the labeled agar plates, and then I lighted the candle and removed 1 inoculation tube from the alcohol and shaked it briskly dry. So I'm going to take the 1 inoculation tube and make sure it's briskly dry. Okay. While holding the sterile loop, I removed the cap of the E. coli broth and passed it through the stain. So I'm going to take my E. coli broth, right, which seems to be doing pretty well. You can see right there. And I think it's actually cultured fairly well. The only one I was concerned with, which I don't know if this is normal, but the Cerevisiae, it's not as cloudy. It's fairly clear, but there is a little small layer at the bottom. So I don't know. We'll see how well that goes. So I'm gonna take the E. coli. I'm gonna remove the cap and pass the lip through the flame to sterilize it. So that's in the lip through the flame to sterilize it while holding the inoculation tube. Okay. So sterilized. That's a little burn tip. Okay. I'm going to insert this loop into the broth before carefully not to touch the rim with the loop with gloves. Okay. And then I'm going to submerge the loop in the broth and then immediately transfer the broth. Adhere to the loop into one of the quadrants of the agar plate using the zigzag motion. So I've got my E. coli agar plate, okay, labeled. So you can see the E. coli. I've already diluted it, and I have my sterile inoculation loop. Replace the cover. Make sure it's solid. Yep, solid. And then I'm going to submerge the tube Oops. Sorry about that. Got a little tripod that I'm makeshift tripod. All right, so make sure that the inoculation loop does not touch the rim of the broth. Submerge it. Okay. Take it out. Right. And without touching the E. coli, without touching the thing, I'm going to take in one of the quadrants. Okay. I'm going to basically scrape the E. coli in a zigzag motion. Oh. I guess it wasn't. Zigzag motion. Okay. And then place the lid on the agar plate. Put the inoculation tube into a cup of alcohol. Flame the lip with the broth tube. Replace the cap. Remove the inoculation tube from the alcohol. Shake it dry. Open the lid of the agar plate. Touch the loop with the edge of the inoculation quadrant. Transfer the microbes of the adjacent quadrant to the plate. 20 seconds, remove the inoculation tube from the alcohol. Shake it dry. Remove straight. Okay, so I placed the lid on the agar plate. Okay. Put the inoculation loop into the cup of alcohol. Flame the lip of the broth tube and replace the cap on the tube. So I'm going to flame the lip of the broth tube and replace the cap of the tube. Alright, and then I will complete the rest of the steps for the other three, and that concludes this experiment so far. I'll see you guys next week.